Hello, virtual physics students. Let's see what needs to be accomplished this week. So I'm on Canvas on our page here, and what we have going on, so we're on Unit 2, and look, we're finishing up the unit. We are looking this week, day 7 and day 8. Okay, now, for day 7, this is a virtual lab. And it's going to look a little different. And not only that, this is the first time that I've used gizmos, and so know that there might be some hiccups, and it's just really important that you communicate that with me. If you go, oh, this isn't working, but then you don't tell me that, you're going to get a 0 on the assignment. So communicate any problems that you have with it. So for the videos, typically it's just read through your notes, right, so that you're ready for the lab, so there's no new videos for today. And then the concept check is also very simple. And from there, okay, so the concept check, and then here's our lab assignment. So there will be this link that you're going to have to open up to get to that assignment there, and it's also right there, they're the same. So you're going to use Gizmo, which is the link right after this page, and then you're going to join our physics virtual class. Then you're going to run the distance, time, and velocity time graph simulation. And as you do that, you're filling this out, and this is what's being turned into me. So print this off, or have it pulled up on a separate Google Doc and fill it in. It's kind of set up that it's easier to fill in with a Google Doc, so that's nice. So you don't necessarily have to print this one off for it to work well. So you'll have that pulled up, and then when you go back, you'll notice just below this assignment we had a link to Gizmo. So it's right here. That's what you're going to click to get to the simulation so you can fill in that lab. And when you click this, it might ask you to open it up in another page, and then you should see something similar to this. Like, this is obviously the teacher view, and you're just on the physics virtual class, and then it has this, this distance, time, and velocity graph. And again, this might look different for you, and I'm not exactly sure what it looks like from the student's perspective on this. So let me know if you run into any issues. So you'll launch the gizmo, and you'll be working with it as you're going through that lab. And so it'll ask you, again, it'll say, okay, I want another runner here, and I want to see the animation, and then you're going to change these position versus time graphs, and then you'll hit like the green to see the difference between that, okay? So you'll be working with that simulation, getting that filled out. The next thing that I want to quickly address, and I'm going to make a separate video for this, I'm changing our study session Google Meetings, because here's what's going on. Before I had it where you could join me either Tuesday after school or Wednesday morning, but I have gotten minimal to none students coming to participate in that, and then I get a lot of messages from you guys asking for help, which is great, and I want to be here to help you, but sometimes it's better for you if we have more of a virtual face-to-face conversation about it instead of just trying to message back and forth. And so what's going to be here instead is a study session sign-up calendar that I use for my other classes as well. So here's what it's going to look like. And I'll have the new link there, so you don't obviously have to go through these steps. So there'll be a link to it. So this is what it's going to look like for you, okay? So I want you to notice, like, this week's pretty full, but next week it's opened up, and then we have even more the week after that. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. You're going to find a time that works for you, that fits within my time frame, my calendar. Say, okay, I really need help from Mrs. H. I can't meet with her Tuesday morning, but I can meet from 3:15 to 3:45 at this time. And in the description, it is very important that you tell me you are one of my virtual physics students, because all the other students, they join me in my classroom. And here it's important that you tell me that you're my virtual physics student. Okay. And so you'll say virtual physics, and then you'll save that, and it'll save it to your school calendar as well as my calendar. Okay, so this one was September 30th. Okay, so now what your calendar looks like. When you go to your school calendar, you will see an appointment slot. See, we have that study session that I just signed up for right there. And you will hit join with Google Meeting. And then that's where I'm going to meet you virtually, is on that join Google Meeting link. Okay, so now this is you finding the time to come to meet with me, and we'll meet on a Google Meeting. Remember that all the Google Meetings are recorded. It just protects you, it protects me. And let me know if you have any questions about this, and I'll make a separate video that talks through this process again. Okay, so no more group meeting times Tuesday and Wednesday. I am going to keep the one for tomorrow after school though. So if you don't want to sign up for a study session, you do want to meet, that's going to be my last time that I'll be there without a study session. So I will be on the Google Meeting with the link in Canvas tomorrow after school, but then from there on out, it'll just be appointment times. Okay. All right, guys, like usual, let me know if you have any questions. I also am going to, on the next unit, we can talk about that more later, I'm going to change the daily kind of discussion tab to be one discussion for the whole unit. So if you have questions about the unit in general, we'll do that. But so just small little tweaks as we get this all figured out. All right, guys. Make sure you get all this work done. Next week is the review and the test. So we're wrapping up Unit 2.